Hello Internet, anyone watching this, I hope you are having a good day. So I have some time to sit down and do another recording. My day has been pretty good so far. Did a little skateboarding in the morning, had a lot of cold brew coffee. So I feel like I have some energy for sure. Guess I'm stuck doing a medium level. Okay, medium cyborg, looked like it was mostly done. I don't know how uneventful this is going to be, but we'll see. So as per usual, I'm going to make some comments on my own actions in the game as well as other teammates' actions. Anything that's inefficient or that's an error, I will call out, including my own mistakes. So let's see. I'm going to read the situation before I do anything else. Alright, looks like we're about to move. Extraction's bottom right, so I'm not going to call anything in yet. I'm at the edge of the screen, so I have to be a little bit mindful of the patrols that spawn. Looks like someone has their microphone on and it's open, so I might have to mute them. Oh, it looks like it's player one.
Extraction confirmed.
So let me mute them real quick.
Inbound. ETA minus 1 minute 30 seconds. Defense drop incoming.
Now that we're at extraction, I will do my defensive stratagems.
Deploying defensive assets.
Just kind of guessing where they'll come from.
Defensive equipment inbound. Stand by. Equipment on its way. Alright down there. Deploying ordnance.
Regardless of the difficulty you're on, you always want to check to see the situation before you do anything when you join a game.
ETA minus 1 minute.
And then determine what you want to do next.
Deploying ordnance.
Jumping!
Deploying ordnance. ETA minus 30 seconds. Dropping equipment. Repeat. Dropping equipment. ETA minus 15 seconds. Defensive stratagem incoming. Defensive equipment inbound. Deploying defensive assets. ETA.
I'm not sure why they didn't just kill him. So this has kind of been uneventful. Hopefully it'll ramp up. I gotta find something a little bit more difficult. So I got on the shuttle and then I promptly quit. I've noticed in my playing style that I've been choosing Defender a lot. The Defender primary weapon. I've really been liking the its behavior. It shoots slower. It's certainly not high in damage per second, but the fact that it shoots a little bit slower, its very nature allows you to make sure that each round is effective, and it allows you to be so efficient with the ammunition, and you also get so much ammunition from it. I like all that. I like those benefits of it. It's also one-handed. It has the minus armor. It has the mini stun. There's just so many benefits to it. I've been really liking the Defender. Even those units like with high hit points, you're able to actually keep them in place almost as if like you have like that stun buff. It's like not even really a mini stun. You just keep hitting them and keeping them in place for so long. So I guess I've been kind of on like this Defender kick for a while. We're in this city against cyborgs, so mines are probably not a good idea, especially the way that they're dropped. Something better like an incendiary bomb. I don't like strafing runs either because of the tall buildings. So I guess like Incendiary bombs are great for cities. I think anti-personnel barriers are great for cities as well. We're on difficulty 6, so I'm not expecting any cyborg IFVs. Reading the situation here, so we're capturing this area.
Deploying defensive assets.
So, we're done with the objective and we can keep moving. I'm not sure what he's doing. We can move on. We should be able just to move on. So we're kind of stuck here right now. I mean, he should be able just to run, like literally run around and go to the next objective. The player is still at the capture area. We're done with it. So now the alarm goes off at the edge of the screen because I've been waiting for the other player. I won't be able to save him. I don't know if he had any equipment. It doesn't look like he did. So I'm just going to move on to the next objective and then I'll call him in. Else I feel like we're just going to take forever to get to what we have to do. Okay?
Request confirmed.
And I'm going to grab these people after he spawns in. I'm not going to do it immediately. Okay? I'm going to grab these people and go. Okay. I'm not really worried about the Hulk. The Hulk unit is so slow. I mean, you don't even really have to fight him in many situations. You can just keep going about your business. Next one is another escort. So we're going to keep moving. Ignore the Hulk. It doesn't matter if we kill him or not. Do a patrol up here. I'm going to try to stay far away so they don't see me and don't sound the alarm. And it'll give me time to kill them. Oop. That was an unlucky spawn there. So I'm going to bring the survivors not where the enemy is.
Defensive equipment inbound.
The barrier may have been unnecessary, but we're just going to keep moving here. Make sure I get those patrols before they sound the alarm. Oh, they might be in trouble here, so the best thing we can do now is keep moving. Just keep moving. I do have one magazine left, so I need to be mindful of that. Okay. Okay. We can go to extraction now. And he's going to die from the explosion, maybe? Nope. Okay. I should be able to get to extraction by the time I need ammo, so I'm not going to call anything in while we are in transit.
Helldiver deploying to combat zone. Stand by.
Let's get the extraction going here.
Extraction confirmed.
Always watch your Helldiver when someone joins the game,
1 minute 30 second defensive strategy.
so they don't fall on your head.
Weapon drive.
Defensive equipment inbound.
I'm going to get my anti-personnel barriers up. remember when you call in anti-personnel barriers or anything that's kind of like in a line, it's always perpendicular to the way that you throw it. Remember, Hulks are slow and they shoot in a very thin cone in front of them, so you can easily sidestep the cone and then continue to shoot them in the belly.
Get some!
T-minus 15 seconds. ETA, T-minus 10 seconds. T-minus 5 seconds. Deploying defensive assets.
Alright. This guy's really struggling with the anti-personnel barriers. I feel like he's just living in them. They're level 13, so they don't know better, but... Remember, you can dive on the ground? They are really not... Okay. They're level 13, so like I said, they don't know better, but if you're ever caught in an anti-personnel barrier or a static field, you can always dive on the ground to get out of it, so that's all you have to do. It might take 2 dives, maybe. My connection got lost, which is kind of good. I can search for other games. So, you might need to dive a couple times to get out of the static field, for example, but always dive. And you can get right out of it, and then you can just run right up to the shuttle and get out in that particular situation. So we have a hard as hell Illuminates. There's a few weapons I like against the Illuminates on here for higher difficulties. I do like the Double Freedom, I do like the Breaker, I do like the Scorcher, I like the Suppressor. You could argue the Stalwart's even pretty good for the all those projectiles from the High Council members and such. Patriot can be good. I think I'm going to go with Scorcher. And then, per usual, I like stratagems that I can throw over virtual walls. Strafing Run I think is great. Incendiary Bombs are great as well. Incendiary Bombs are great against all 3 races. You can throw them in reaction to an alarm so that by the time the units spawn in, they're spawning on an Incendiary Bomb. I'm going to read the situation first before I do anything else. Okay, it seems like we are doing the artillery. So I'm going to call in my resupply pack. I don't know if we have all 3. I guess we do. All 3 shells.
Reloading! Reloading!
Okay. So it looks like the next direction is left here. I'm going to throw an well, I'll hold on to my Incendiary Bomb. Looks like someone has an open mic. I will mute them in a second. All I hear is clicking.
Reloading! Reload! Reloading!
Equipment on its way.
Oh. I'm going to throw the Incendiary Bomb out in reaction to the alarm that was just set off. Looks like I threw it a little bit too far forward. Okay.
Reloading!
I'm not sure if the player that took ammo out of my bag actually needed the ammo or not. I noticed they have max ammunition, but maybe they had half at the time. Half their max, but... Remember, one box of ammunition is half the maximum number of magazines you can carry for your weapon, so if you're missing one magazine and you grab a box of ammo, that is far less efficient than grabbing a box of ammo if you're truly missing half your maximum. It's just being efficient. Okay, so we found the other... Oh, I am struggling with my arrow combinations.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
You want to take down the shields to make sure that when the Hellbomb goes off or when your shredder goes off that these structures are destroyed.
Equipment on its way.
So after this, we do have a very short travel time to extraction.
Affirmative.
I'm going to grab ammo because I can.
Take cover.
I'm missing one ammo from my bag, and I have less than half the maximum number of magazines I can carry, so pretty efficient. I don't want to call an incendiary bomb because we actually have to go this way.
Reloading. Reload. Reloading.
Looks like he took ammo from me again out of my bag. I think he only had 9 or 10 magazines, so the player had plenty of ammo, and I don't think they had to take any.
Extraction confirmed. Shuttle inbound. ETA T minus 1 minute with 30 seconds.
Help us tonight, couple liberty. Reload.
I wanted to save that last round for the projectile before I had to reload.
Deploying ordnance.
I missed that patrol over there, so I'm going to throw an incendiary bomb.
Engaging target area.
Virtual wall instantly kills all vehicles when it materializes.
Request acknowledged.
That's why exosuits and other vehicles are really bad against the Illuminates, in my opinion. Do a strafing run. That should kill both of them, I feel.
Reloading.
Dropping equipment.
So far, so good.
ETA T minus
Strafing
30
run is
seconds.
back up. My incendiary bomb is still down. I messed up again. I didn't get that patrol in time.
Watch yourself. ETA T minus 15 seconds. T minus 10 seconds. Firing perfect. ETA T minus 5 seconds. Engaging target area.
Okay, I'm going to go in because I feel like we can. We have plenty of time.
T minus 10 seconds.
Here we go.
T minus 5 seconds.
When I'm fighting the illusionist, or if I'm fighting the High Council member, the individuals that can shoot those projectiles that kind of invert your directional pad on your controller, or like the directionals on your keyboard, I like to try to save my final rounds in my magazine for killing the projectile. They have a set attack speed, so they release a projectile. After a few seconds of just staring at you, they'll shoot out another projectile. So if I know I have to reload soon, I will save my final round to wait for them to then release a projectile, and then I'll shoot it with my own, and then I'll reload. It's very important to shoot those projectiles. If they start traveling around the fight, then it just makes that conflict a lot more difficult.
Hellbombs launch sequence initiated. Crew to stations. I repeat, crew to stations.
Okay, so we're doing a hell dive. It seems like we were able to do the difficulty 9 rather comfortably, so difficulty 12 to me makes sense. I feel like we could try it out. I made a couple mistakes last game with the observers, with those patrol units that can set off the alarms. I made some mistakes there, not killing them in time. So I feel like in the last game we did pretty well. I don't know if I need to necessarily adjust anything. I like the auto-injector, as long as I don't get hit by the hunters. I like the suppressor. The ammunition's always great to have. I just really like to have ammunition at all times. Incendiary bomb's great to throw over virtual walls. Strafing run's great to throw over virtual walls. And with that 10-second cooldown, it's something that I really like to incorporate in many of my stratagem combinations. And I don't think we were lacking anything in the last game. I think we're pretty good, so pretty confident. Nothing on the old radar there, so I'm going to call in my...
Dropping equipment. Repeat.
I'm
Dropping
going to call in my
equipment
resupply
on
pack.
its way. Equipment on its way.
There are some patrol spawn points that are near us. There is one ammo box here I will grab. It looks like we're going to waste the other ammunition box,
Reload.
which happens. But it's better to grab it than waste it.
Kill your scumbag. Reloading.
I know it's a very, very simple thing to say, but if you're about to shoot at an enemy, make sure you're aiming at the enemy target first before you actually shoot. Many players, especially in lower difficulties, or I shouldn't say that, many players that I play with tend to shoot excitedly before aiming at their target, so that is kind of wasteful in ammunition, but also you could shoot your friends by accident.
Firing for
I'm going to throw an incendiary bomb down. So that really breaks it up. Always stare at your character when someone falls from the sky like that. Strafing run should get a lot of them. I don't know if he lost equipment or not. I think he did. But we have to keep moving.
target area.
So we're doing pretty poorly with the patrols. We have to keep moving here.
Confirmed. Incoming fire.
That strafing run. Oh man, that's bad for me. We are definitely struggling here with the patrols, with the observers.
Deploying ordnance.
Get out of the way of that virtual wall.
Equipment on its way.
So we're just perpetually fighting and we haven't moved. We haven't moved. And we need to actually move and and play the game. We've done only one objective and we haven't moved. So when doing an escort against the Illuminates, well, I guess as with anything in high difficulty, you have to keep moving with the escorts. The worst thing you can do with escorts is stop moving. You must not stop. Now hopefully they're not dead. I don't know if we shot them. Yeah, we did. We shot one. Okay. So we're going to keep moving. I'm going to try to be mindful of observers. But it's hard at the edge of the screen. No one's shooting the projectile. This guy is stuck at a virtual wall. So we're actually stopped right now, which is the worst thing we could do. Okay, he shot all of the escort members. We only have 2 left. Always have to be mindful of your shots. Can't just spray and pray, especially when you have escorts. One of the reasons why I have the auto-injector is to protect myself against my friends and my enemies. You have to have protection against your friends, that's for sure. So now we can do the artillery. We have to keep moving here, so we can actually complete the mission. Oh.
Yeah.
We are near his stuff right now.
Reload.
I'm down to 1 ammunition left in my ammo pack. I'm not sure if ammo was inefficiently taken or not. I wasn't paying attention. I could always go back in this recording and check. Just out of my own curiosity,
Reload.
if people legitimately needed ammo.
Reload.
Okay, looks like we got all 3 shells.
Reload.
Firing for effect.
Just gotta get out of the way from the incendiary bomb. Oh, that blast ruined everything. I had to do the arrow sequence in reverse to complete that. Gotta shoot the projectiles.
Request confirmed. Request confirmed. Engaging target area.
Okay. We should probably find the beacons before we bring the black box over. But we'll see what we do here. And we'll see what we do. Gotta watch out for those patrols. Oh. So that end pain guy grabbed another box of ammo. He had 7 magazines left, so he certainly didn't need it. 7 magazines is plenty of ammunition to last you for a while. So that's kind of wasteful. So now there's no ammo in my bag, and I have 1 magazine left, so now I have to reload. I have no ammo left. And I legitimately need ammo compared to him having 7 magazines at the time he grabbed it, so that's disappointing. And if he dies, he'll just spawn again with half the maximum, so he would spawn with 6 magazines and effectively lose all the ammunition.
Standby. Equipment on its way.
Well, it's nice of him to call in ammo, but we're in transit, so this is also another mistake. We're better off just dropping off the black box and then calling in ammo at the structure. So I did grab both boxes of ammo. find those beacons. I do hear an observer there. A watcher. I do hear them. Sounds like right side. Yep.
Reloading! Reloading!
Stand by. Equipment on its way. Stand by. Equipment on its way.
Cover! Roger that! Helium scumbag! Reloading! Reload! Reload!
I don't know why the player with the Punisher isn't just reloading all of the rounds in the magazine.
Reloading!
There he goes, okay.
All right, down there. Deploying ordnance.
Okay.
Engaging target area.
Reloading!
I am worried that a watcher or an observer will spawn behind us on the right side, even though we're pretty close to the edge of the map.
Dropping equipment. Firing for effect.
How can I protect your freedom? Reloading! Reloading!
So extraction is up. Oh. I'm really surprised we didn't get that in time. That one mistake might cost us.
Reloading! Reloading! Reloading!
Request acknowledged.
Reload! Reload!
Request acknowledged.
I'm down to one magazine left. Or no, I'm sorry, one ammo box. Looks like he's not going to get his equipment, which might actually be a smart move. It might perpetuate us, like, being there if he ended up getting his equipment.
Reloading! 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 Reloading!
Nope, I messed up there. I looked at my radar instead of shooting the Watcher.
Inbound. ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 equipment on its way. Stand by. Equipment on its way. For effect. Dropping equipment. Incoming fire for effect.
That exosuit blew up instantly from the virtual wall.
Request acknowledged. Supplies incoming. Defensive stratagem incoming.
Freedom level 3.
Engaging target area. Hold out. T-minus 30 seconds.
Let him have it.
The Trident user picked up a box of ammo, so that's always a mistake.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. T-minus 5 seconds. Shuttle arriving.
Reloading.
Looks like we can all get it. Well,
Freedom level 3.
looks like we can all get in.
T-minus 10 seconds.
Okay. I don't want this recording to go too long, so maybe I'll quit this one and then do one more real quick. Or I'll just end it here. I don't know. I'm not even sure how long I've been recording for. Maybe I'll do one more. But I'll quit this one. We had some difficulty in the early parts of this particular mission. We stagnated for far too long in one area, not going to the next objective, and we kept fighting and dying and fighting and dying. And then there were some inefficiencies with ammunition. Players who have sufficient ammunition for a while continue to grab ammunition, and the one Trident user grabbed a box of ammo toward the end. And you could argue that it's just toward the end, so it doesn't really matter, but then at the same time, if not everyone's on that shuttle for extraction, the game is still going. So in my eyes, it's still a mistake. So we'll do bugs. Seems to have a lot of bug nests, so I'm thinking very quickly like demolishers, or something that can quickly take out the bug nests. I would never choose like a shredder for bug nests. Only because of the 210-second cooldown. Looks like it couldn't join the game anyway. Okay, try this one. Bugs in snow, difficulty 12, so... Oh, still can't connect. Looks like the one that's nearest me is difficulty 5 bugs. Hopefully I will connect to this one. Okay. So difficulty 5 is pretty much the average. For each war, the average seems to be between 5 and 6. Difficulty 5 and 6. So 5 is about average. So the average viewer of this should be around 5 or 6 on average. So let's see. One-handed weapon. So difficulty 5 bugs, that means there's going to be tank bugs. So let's use the recoilless rifle, a very popular anti-tank, reliable backpack and weapon to use. So let's go with that. And I'll get a little defensive here too. So anti-personnel barrier with rail cannon. Looks like we're defending, so this is perfect. So let's get a barrier up.
Defense drop incoming. Supplies incoming.
Oh dear. I actually thought I killed him in time, so I made a mistake here.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
I don't know why we're not defending the northern part of the rocket.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
We're like retreating away from the rocket that we have to defend. I don't know why you would do that. Don't set a Hellbomb up to then, like, destroy the very structure you're trying to defend. I don't think I need to say that at all. Like, you're trying to defend the launch pad and then you arm a Hellbomb. It doesn't make sense. Try not to use commando rounds on common enemies. Commando rounds should be used more on like tank bugs or your behemoths or cyborg IFVs, maybe even illusionists, cancel members, but certainly not against enemies you can kill with your primary weapon. Enemies that you can kill easily with your primary weapon. So now we have to look for those bug nests. I'm guessing it's going to be where the patrol points are. There's something down here? I don't know why we're going that way. Yeah, that kind of screwed me up. So I guess another lesson is to know the map, like to open the map. I don't know why we ran into a corner.
Equipment on its way. Dropping equipment. Stand by. Equipment on its way.
Here we go. Dive on the ground if you think the blast radius is going to kill you. Now we will extract.
Extraction confirmed. Shuttle inbound. ETA.
Now it's just a matter of defending. So I'm going to call in the rail cannon turret that I had. And I will call in the anti-personnel barrier.
Deploying defensive assets.
Don't run into the anti-personnel barrier. It will slow you down and hurt you. And if you find yourself in it, or you have to go through it, always dive.
Defense drop incoming. Equipment on its way.
I'm not sure if that player needed ammo for his commando or not. The sickle doesn't need ammo, it's a laser weapon.
Defensive assets. ETA T minus 15 seconds. T minus 10
I'm not really sure what that player is doing.
Request knowledge. T minus 5 seconds.
They are level 7, so they're new to the game. And that's it. So we shall be able to get on. Now I will just leave. So, pretty short recording. I hope you picked up something. Being efficient with your ammunition, knowing where you're going, tips on diving out of static fields, diving out of or through anti-personnel barriers. Static fields, anti-personnel barriers, defensive like turrets and such are great for cities, and I don't think mines are great for cities only because of the way that the roads are and the tall buildings and such. Like, if you were to throw mines perpendicular onto like a roadway, or even like if you try to set it up so that the mines are laid down the roadway, like that might be a path you might have to take later on. So you don't want anything too permanent like that. But anti-personnel barriers are fine in my opinion. They're easy just to lay across a road. But hopefully you picked up something from this recording, and then I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot.